हरे कृष्णा। चैतन्य चरितामृत मध्य लीला चैप्टर 19 टेक्स्ट 101 ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितेन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपताका स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमः ॐ आचार्यपादाय नित्याय कृपापरदायिने गौरकथा दामदाय नगरग्रामतारिणे। नमः विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्ता स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतुस्वे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स पदान्तिकम्। वन्दे अहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपादकमलं श्रीगुरुवैष्णवां च श्रीरूपसागरजाता सगणा रघुनाथान्वितां तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सर्गणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौरा भक्त वृंदा। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौरा भक्त वृंदा। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौरा भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। वृंदावन में श्री कृष्ण पूरी जगन्नाथ मायापुर में गौरानिता बोलो रे शबा। वृंदावन में श्री कृष्ण पूरी जगन्नाथ मायापुर में गौरानिता बोलो रे शबा। वृंदावन में श्री कृष्ण पूरी जगन्नाथ मायापुर में गौरानिता बोलो रे सबा। कृष्ण बलराम बलराम कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम भजो गौरा निताय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम भजो गौरा निताय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम भजो गौरा निताय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम भजो गौरा निताय जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी नयन पथगामी भवा तुम्हें जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी नयन पथगामी भवा तुम्हें जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जया सुभद्रा जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जया सुभद्रा वृंदावन में श्री कृष्ण पूरी जगन्नाथ मायापुर में गौरान्विता बोलो रे सवार जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम भजो गौरा निताय जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी नयन पथगामी भावा तुम्हें जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी नयन पथगामी भावा तुम्हें जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवा तुम्हें जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवा तुम्हें हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण टेक्स्ट 101 सभी सुनने वाले वैष्णवा वैष्णवी गोपा गोपियों को और सभी भक्तवृंद प्रेमियों को सर्ववंद्या देवीदासी माता जी का दंडवत प्रणाम स्वीकार करें। श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु आस्क्ड रघुपति उपाध्याय, according to your decision, who is the foremost being? Of all Krishna's abode, which do you think is the best? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked of the three sages of Krishna, known as childhood, boyhood, and fresh youth, which do you consider best? सॉरी, क्षम्यता, मिस गलती हुई यहाँ पे. ना ना, सही है, सही है. मैं एक टेक्स्ट में भूल रही थी, मगर अभी मैंने देखा कि बिल्कुल राइट है. हरि बोल, हरे कृष्णा. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, among all the melodies, which do you consider best? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then said, you have certainly given first class. Conclusion. After saying this, he began to recite the full verse in a faltering voice. The form of Shyamsundara is the supreme form. The city of Mathura is the supreme abode. Lord Krishna. Fresh youth should always be meditated upon, and the mellow of conjugal love is the supreme mellow. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then embraced Raghunathapati Upadhyay in ecstatic love. Raghunathapati Upadhyay also was overwhelmed by love and began to dance. Vallabha Bhattacharya was struck with wonder to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Raghunatha Pati Upadhyay dance. He even brought forward his two sons and made them fall down at the Lord's lotus feet. Upon hearing that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had arrived, all the villagers went to see him. Simply by seeing him, they all became devotees of Krishna. All the Brahmanas of the village were eager to extend invitations to the Lord, but Vallabha Bhattacharya forbade them to do so. Vallabha Bhatta then decided not to keep Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Adela because the Lord had jumped into the river Yamuna in ecstatic love. Therefore, he decided to bring him to Prayaga. Vallabha Bhatta said, if anyone like, he can go to Prayaga and extend invitations to the Lord. In this way, he took the Lord with him and departed for Prayaga. Vallabha Bhattacharya avoided the river Yamuna, putting the Lord on a boat in the river Ganges. He went with him to Prayaga. Due to the great crowds in Prayaga, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to a place called Dasa Swameda, Dasa Swameda Ghata. It was there that the Lord instructed Sri Rupa Goswami and empowered him in the philosophy of devotional service. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught Srila Rupa Goswami the ultimate limit of the truth about Lord Krishna, the truth about devotional service, and the truth about transcendental mellows, culminating in conjugal love between Radha and Krishna. Finally, he told Rupa Goswami about the ultimate conclusion of Srimad Bhagavatam. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught Rupa Goswami all the conclusion he had heard from Ramananda Raya and duly empowered him so that he could understand them. By entering the heart of Rupa Goswami, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu empowered him to ascertain properly the conclusion of all truths. He made him an experienced devotee whose decisions correctly agreed with the verdicts of the disciplic succession. Thus, Sri Rupa Goswami was personally embodied by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In his book Chaitanya Chandrodaya, Kavi Karanapura, the son of Shivananda Sena, has elaborately described the meeting between Sri Rupa Goswami and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In the course of time, the transcendental news of Krishna's pastime in Vrindavana was almost lost. To enunciate explicitly those transcendental pastimes, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu empowered Srila Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami with the nectar of his mercy to carry out this work in Vrindavana. From the very beginning, Srila Rupa Goswami was deeply attracted by the transcendental qualities of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Thus, he was permanently relieved from family life. Srila Rupa Goswami and his younger brother Vallabha were blessed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, although the Lord was transcendentally situated in his transcendental eternal form at Prayaga. He told Rupa Goswami about transcendental ecstatic love of Krishna. The Lord then embraced him very fondly and bestowed all His mercy upon him. Indeed, Srila Rupa Goswami, whose dear friend was Swarupa Damodara, was the exact replica of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he was very, very dear to the Lord, being the embodiment of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's ecstatic love. Rupa Goswami was naturally very beautiful. He very carefully followed the principle enunciated by the Lord, and he was a competent person to explain properly the pastime of Lord Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu expanded his mercy to Srila Rupa Goswami just so he could render service by writing transcendental literatures. The characteristics of Srila Rupa Goswami have thus been described in various places by the poet Kavi Karnapura. In account has also been given of how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bestowed his conscienceless mercy upon Srila Rupa Goswami and Srila Sanatana Goswami. Srila Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami were the object of love and honor for all the great stalwart devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If someone returned to his country after seeing Vrindavana, the associate of the Lord would ask him questions. They would ask those returning from Vrindavana, how are Rupa and Sanatana doing Vrindavana? What are their activities in the renounced order? How do they manage to eat? These were the question asked. The Lord's associates would also ask, how is it that Rupa and Sanatana are engaged in devotional service 24 hours daily? At that time, the person who has returned from Vrindavana would praise Srila Rupa and Sanatana Goswami. The brothers actually have to fixed residence, they raised beneath tree, one night under one tree and the next night under another. Srila Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami beg a little food from the houses of Brahmana, giving up all kinds of material enjoyment. They takes only some dry bread and fried chickpeas. They carry only water pot and they wear ton quilts. They wear torn quilts. They always chant the holy names of Krishna and discuss his pastimes in great jubilation. They also danced. They engaged almost 24 hours daily in rendering service to the Lord. They usually sleep only an hour and a half, and some days when they continuously chant the Lord's holy name, they do not sleep at all. Sometimes they write transcendental literatures about devotional service, and sometimes they hear about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and spend their time thinking about the Lord. When the personal associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would hear of the activities of Rupa and Sanatana Goswami, they would say, "What is wonderful for a person who has been granted the Lord's mercy." Srila Rupa Goswami personally spoken about the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his auspicious introduction to his book Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 112. Although I am the lowest of men and have no knowledge, the inspiration to write transcendental literatures about devotional service has been mercifully bestowed upon me. Therefore, I am offering my obeisances at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who has given me the chance to write these books. For 10 days, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed at Prayaga and instructed Rupa Goswami, empowering him with the necessary potency. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "My dear Rupa, please listen to me. If it is not possible to describe devotional service completely, therefore I am just trying to give you a synopsis of the symptoms of devotional service." The ocean of the transcendental mellow of devotional service is so big that no one can estimate its length and breadth. Length and breadth. However, just to help you test it, I am describing but one drop. In the universe, there are limitless living entities in 400.000 species, and all are wandering within this universe. The length and breadth of the living entity is described as 1/10,000 part of the tip of a hair. This is the original subtle nature of the living entity. If we divided the tip of a hair into 100 parts and then take one of these parts and divided it again into 100 parts, that very fine division is the size of but one of the numberless living entities. They are all chit kana particles of spirit, not matter. If we divide the tip of a hair into 100 parts and then take one part and divide this into another 100 parts, that 10,000 parts is the dimension of the living entity. This is the verdict of the chief Vedic mantra. Lord Krishna says, among minute particles, I am the living entity. O Lord, although the living entities who have accepted material bodies are spiritual and ultimated in number, if they were all providing, there would be no question of their being under your control. If they are accepted, however, as particles of the eternally existing spiritual entity, as part of you who are the Supreme Spirit whole, we must conclude that they are always under your control. If the living entities are simply satisfied with being identical with you as spiritual particles, then they will be happy being controls of so many things. The conclusion that the living entities and the Supreme Personality of Godhead are one and the same is a faulty conclusion. It is not a fact. The unlimited living entities can be divided into two divisions, those that can move and those that cannot move. Among living entities that can move, there are birds, aquatics, and animals. Although the living entity known as human beings are very small in quantity, that division may be still further subdivided, for there are many uncultured human beings like Malicha, Pulindas, Bodhas, and Sabraj. Among human beings, those who are followers of the Vedic principles are considered civilized Among these, almost half simply give lip service while committing all kinds of sinful activities. Against these principles, such people do not care for the regulative principles. Among the followers of Vedic knowledge, most are following the process of fruitive activities and uh, distinguishing between good and bad work out of many such sincere fruitive actors. There may be one who is actually wise. Out of many millions of such wise men, one may actually become liberated, mukta, and out of many millions of such liberated person, a pure devotee of Lord Krishna is very difficult to find. Because a devotee of Lord Krishna is desireless, he is peaceful, fruitive workers desire material enjoyment, jnanis desire liberation, and yogis desire material opulence. Therefore, they are all lusty and cannot be peaceful. O great sage, out of many millions of materially liberated people who are free from ignorance, and out of many millions of siddhas who have nearly attained perfection, there is hardly one pure devotee of Narayana. Only such a devotee is actually completely satisfied and peaceful. Hare Krishna. I will. Oh, talking.